Hello, kids. Hold on to your coonskin hats because you're about to hear how your little screwball friend Woody Woodpecker met none other than the great Davy Crockett. It all started when Woody put on his Davy Crockett hat, flapped his wings, and took off for Tennessee, determined to become king of the wild frontier himself in Davy Crockett's stamping grounds.
A Davy Crockett coonskin hat is perched upon my head. I'm a-headed for old Tennessee, where Davy Crockett tread. I'm gonna be like Davy and hunt and shoot and fight. I'll live in the woods and fight the Injuns all the day and night. I'm Woody Woodpecker, king of the wild woodpeckers. Ah, there's good old Tennessee now, and here I go in for a landing down in that forest.
Ouch! Well, that's the trouble with forests, full of trees. And Woody's little red head smacked right into one and knocked himself out. When Woody opened his eyes, the first thing he saw was a tall man dressed in fringed buckskin, long rifle in hand, and wearing a real coonskin hat. He looked just like, in fact, he was none other than Davy Crockett himself. But brash little Woody didn't know that.
Hey, mister, what's the big idea of a big man like you wearing a Davy Crockett outfit? That's for children.
Well, stranger, I always wear this kind of outfit.
Well, knock it off. There's only room for one of the wild frontier around here, and that's me. Do you know who I am?
Well, I can't rightly say I do, stranger.
Did you ever hear of Davy Crockett?
Well, now, the name does sound kind of familiar like.
Well, I'm Davy Crockett, fresh from the backwoods. Half horse, half alligator. And part snapping turtle. And I can ride on a streak of lightning. And I can whip my weight in wildcats. I'm Davy Crockett. That's who I am.
Well, skin my mules, Davy Crockett. Never did reckon on meeting up with Davy Crockett face to face. How about showing me some of your stuff there, Davy?
Why, sure I will. I will? Uh-oh, here we go again.
Yes, Woody was in a spot all right, pretending to be Davy Crockett. But nothing stops our Woody once he gets started.
Yep, I'm Davy Crockett. I killed a bar when I was only 3 years old. Shoot the eyebrows off and fly at 100 paces. I'm the biggest crackpot, the greatest crack shot in these here parts. Here, give me that dar Tennessee long rifle of yourn. I'll show you. Whoops. Oh, gosh, it's awful heavy. You see that grizzly bar over yonder?
You mean that little tree squirrel?
Well, whatever it is I'm aiming at. Right between the eyes. Whoops, I'm sorry, mister. I didn't mean to put a bullet hole through your coonskin hat.
Oh, that's all right, Davy. I've had closer calls than that. But maybe you better let me have that rifle.
Okay. Here. I won't need a rifle where I'm going.
Where are you aiming to go?
I'm aiming to track down and round up a whole mess of Injuns and get me a good Injun fight started. Barehanded, Davy Crockett style. I'm going to make Sitting Bull stand up and throw a saddle on Chief Crazy Horse. You know where I can rustle up a mess of Injuns?
Why, yes, I do. You see that path down there? Well, that's an Injun warpath. You walk down there about a hoop and holler, and you'll find about all the Injuns you can handle.
Well, so long, leather breeches. I'll bring you back a new bow and arrow. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Injuns, 5 little, 9 little, 12 little Injuns, 6 little, 4 little... Jumping catfish, Indians, millions of Indians, and here they come.
Well, Woody's fight against the Indians didn't last very long, just long enough for an Indian to get his hands on Woody's neck. The next thing Woody knew, he was tied to a stake, ready to be barbecued Indian style.
Hey, Chiefy, let me go, will ya?
Me, Sitting Bull. Who are you?
Me, Davy Crockett. Me shoot eyebrow off fly.
You woodpecker bird. You shoot mouth off. Sitting Bull, light fire.
No, don't! I'm too young to fry! Help! Help!
Oh, Davy! Davy Crockett come! Him King Wild Frontier!
Davy Crockett! Run for life! Run, Davy Crockett!
Davy Crockett! Hey, Davy, help! Over here! Davy Crockett!
Here I am, Woody Woodpecker.
You're Davy Crockett, and you knew who I was all the time.
Yep, it kind of shows you the trouble fibbing can get you in, doesn't it?
It sure does, Davy. There's only one Davy Crockett, that's for sure.